Long ago, in the earliest days of the North Pole workshop, Santa and the elves spent countless hours keeping track of children's wishes. They stored lists in boxes, on scrolls, and in stacks of parchment until one day the workshop overflowed with paper. Santa could hardly find a place to sit without toppling a tower of tattered wish lists. Seeing Santa so flustered, a clever little elf named Violet dreamed up a brilliant idea. "What if we create one book?" she suggested. "A special Christmas catalogue that could hold all the toys ever made, throughout time." The other elves giggled. Was that even possible? Undaunted, Violet set to work folding bits of magical cardstock and muttering secret elf chants. She gathered peppermint ink from candy canes, pressed fresh pine needles for pages, and sprinkled a bit of fairy dust that shimmered like snowflakes. Night after night, she tucked herself away in a corner of the workshop, scribbling, cutting, and gluing. Santa would glance over with a curious twinkle in his eye, wondering what she was creating. At last, Violet placed the finished book before Santa. It looked like an ordinary catalogue, except for a tiny note on the first page that read, "Open me with a hopeful heart, and see the world of toys impart." The moment Santa lifted the cover, a marvelous sight sprang forth. Instead of simple pictures, each page burst with pop-up figures, dolls and trains, kites and rockets, plush teddy bears, and wooden soldiers. Every toy in history danced to life on the pages. The elves gathered around, gasping in delight as gingerbread houses and model railways seemed to appear from nowhere. Santa let out a deep laugh of pure wonder. "Well done, Violet," he exclaimed. "This will help me keep track of every child's wish, no matter how big or small." Word of this magical Christmas catalogue spread among the elves. They proudly displayed it on a grand pedestal in the workshop library. From then on, whenever a new toy was invented, be it a brand new puzzle or a spinning robot, a team of elves would scurry to the catalogue. They'd snip and shape, paint and glue, whispering the same fairy dust incantation that Violet first used so long ago. Poof! Another pop-up would unfold in the pages, capturing the new toy in all its splendor. Year after year, the catalogue grew thicker, containing every gift a child could imagine. Medieval wooden horses, futuristic spaceship models, you name it. Whenever Santa needed to see what was new or old, he'd lift the cover and watch as the pages sprang up like tiny stages. Sometimes, he'd even catch a glimpse of the elves adding a fresh pop-up right before his eyes. One Christmas Eve, Santa chuckled upon seeing a new page devoted to flying hoverboards, which had been invented only days before. The elves had already tucked them into the catalogue. "With this wondrous book," Santa said, "I'll never miss a single wish. We'll always have just the right toy for every good girl and boy." And so, in a warm nook of the North Pole, the magical Christmas catalogue rests, ready to reveal a pop-up surprise on every page. Thanks to the elves' tireless dedication and the sparkle of fairy dust, it's never out of date, never missing a single wish. All you need is a hopeful heart to watch the toys come alive before your very eyes. That, dear children, is how the enchanted catalogue came to be. And if ever you hear the rustling of paper late at night, it might just be Violet and her friends, quietly adding your wish to the next pop-up page. Then, when Christmas morning comes, Santa knows exactly what to tuck under the tree, no matter how new or how old the toy may be.